Hello and welcome. In this lecture, we are going to be adding some buttons to our form. Let's add a button. So click on the toolbox and within the common controls, just drag a button onto the form. Okay, we just bring it over here and just resize that a little bit. You can just drag it and just make it a little bit big. Oops. Okay, that should work. Just drag it to suit the size you want. So let's change some of the properties for the button. So make sure you've got the right control selected. So I've got the button control and you can see it says button there. So the first thing I like to change, I've actually made the size true resizing. This is the actual size. I've made it now 97 wide, 34 long due by resizing. So you can either do it manually or use the squares here to do that. All right, let's change a few controls. It's few properties for the button. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to change the actual text that is currently displayed on the button. So the text at the moment on the button should say button 1. I'm going to change this to browse. We're going to use this button to browse the music file that you want to play. I'm also going to change the style of the button. So it's got the standard style. So here where it's got flat style, I'm just going to drop down and change it to pop-up. So it becomes a bit flat. Next thing I want to do is change the background color of the button. So I'll come here. There's a property called back color. At the moment, the button is inherited the color for the form. So I'm just going to change that. Click on web form and browsing through until I see a color that takes my fancy. I am going to give it blue violet. I like that. Next thing I want to do, I want to change the color of the text in the button. So if I scroll down where it's got full color, click on that. I'm going to change it to white so that it has a contrast. Okay, next thing I want to do is change the font. I want to change the font size, but if you want to change the actual font, you can also do that through here. So you can change the font family if you want. I'm going to leave the default sans serif, but I'm going to change the size. I'll make it 12. Okay, I think I am happy with that. Next thing I want to do, I want to copy this button 4 times because I want 4 instances of it for different controls. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just drag that there, drag this here, that. The advantage of doing it this way is that the buttons are already configured. So I just need to change, just a few properties. I've already configured button 1. So just click on button 2 and change some properties for button 2. I need to change the name. So I'll come in. The only thing I'm going to be changing is just the name. The other properties I'm happy with. This is going to be the play button. All right. So I'm going to come here. Oh, also I need to change the background color. I want to change the background color just to make it look a bit distinct. So let's have a look what takes my fancy here. All right, I'll give you that blue. And then I come here, I do the same for button 3. I'll change the background color first. Let's scroll down and see what takes my eye. Crimson. Yep, I like that. And I'll change the actual text on the button, the display text. So I'm just going to scroll down and look for where that is. Okay. So I'm going to change this text here from browse to pause. So this will now represent my pause button. Okay. Next, I'm going to change the text on this button first. This will represent my stop button. So I can stop the music playing. Next, I want to change the background color of that. I'll come here. I'll just browse to see what takes my fancy. Okay, let's see. What does this look like? Golden. Yep, that would work. I'll come here, the final button. This is going to represent my exit button. So I'm going to give it, let's see, I give it dark blue, but I need to change the title on the text from browse to exit. So that's it. So I'm happy. I've got all the button controls now added for the form. So in the next lecture, we are going to add an open file dialog. That basically, actually, let's quickly do that now. I hope the lecture has not gone on too long. So click on the toolbox and click on dialogues, and just there should be one that says open file dialog. Okay, if we drag it onto the form, it shows up at the bottom. We'll use this later in our code. This will enable us, when we click on the browse button, it will open up a dialog where we can select the music file we want to play. That's the purpose of this open file dialog. So that's it for this lecture. In the next lecture, we are going to write the code that will connect all these buttons and make the music player work. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.